I just did a whole vlog and didn't hit the record button. What's up guys, Shane if you get the 3D printing, and welcome to my very small office. Yeah, I apparently didn't press the record button. I don't really do it handheld stuff very often, and I'm an idiot. It's that kind of day. It's also like midnight, so it's late and I'm getting tired, and I didn't sleep much last night because I was busy building these last night. So I went to Sam's and I bought a couple of these metal shelves. They're just like the Great Value, I don't know, whatever the Sam's Walmart brand shelves are. They're like $100 a pop, a little less than that I guess. Yeah, a little less, $80 a piece. So I got two long ones, so one here and one's over here. And I got this corner unit. This is not the final placement of them, but it's kind of testing things. I also bought this little table right here from Sam's as well. It's little, it's decent height, comes right below, what, 3 inches below my hip bone, I guess. So doing videos on this actually is kind of nice to be able to stand here and do them instead of sitting. I also really don't have the space to sit either, so that doesn't help at all. But I was kind of thinking, like, if I am, like, you guys would be back there a little bit more, and I'm here, and I can just move this table when I'm not recording, or use it as a workbench, or just slide it back here. I don't know. It's the options are out there. So, and then this desk here, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. It's big, it's bulky. It's not really necessary in here. I don't know where else in the house to put it though, so I can't decide where that's going to go. I've got the boxes up there, which is kind of helping with the sound. As you can, the sound reverberation is not as bad. I also have these up off the floor, a little bit better than it was before. But I think once I get a carpet in here, it's really going to help. And that's the big goal right now, is to get a carpet to fill this room and help absorb some of this sound, because there's not really much else I can do. I don't know how well I can stick some of those foam things up there, but I also don't want to insulate the room for heat. There's no air conditioner in this room. There's not many air conditioners in many of the rooms here. They're in the bedrooms and the living room. That's it. No air conditioners anywhere else. And they don't believe in, I guess, whole house air conditioning here. So, split packs is all we have, and that's what I'm going to have to make do with. So, this room is not air conditioned, and I don't want to insulate it to become a hot box. Not what I want. But anyways, you can see on here what I have so far. You know, a dirty shirt. Actually, no, these are the cards I'm using to record with these videos. So, Anycubics down there, it's dead. Thermistor died again and fried the throat. The PTFE throat, that melted out of it. I saw that. That was not fun. The Geeetech A10, which one of my children, and I'm going to blame them because I can, and they can't defend themselves, so yay. Dad life. One of the thermistor wires broke on this, so it kind of got yanked out, and I was able to strip it back, twist it, and that's working. So I brought a soldering iron home, then I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Tevo Tornado up here. Just chilling at the moment, nothing's plugged in. I just moved these around to try and see how they're going, and then the little Monoprice i3 is just chilling over here for the moment. I just brought this shelf in to kind of see how things are looking. I don't know, I wanted to see how much space I had with the table here and that there and this area. I can shimmy around it if I needed to. Do I want to do that for the long term? Absolutely not. But it is an option if I choose to go there. But this table is also from Sam's. It's just a little, I can actually fold the legs under, fold it up, and it's totally out of the way, which is really cool. But I can also just kind of like slide it back here, and that'll work out. But I like the height of it. It's just below my hips. You guys would be like a little further back there. Look at me standing here, like you saw in some of the newer videos I've done. My daughter says I need to populate this with a whole bunch of prints. Of course I'm going to do once I actually print things. I've only just started. Let's talk about that. So printing. I am working on the AIO Robotics Silk lineup. They sent me all 5 colors that they have, and they're coming out pretty well. I'm printing everything for that review on that Monoprice i3. It actually prints really well, no heated bed. little bit of glue down on their print mat, it works out well. The prints are not too bad. I think the retraction's off by like a smidgen, but I'm happy with the results. And then I'm printing, well then Filament.ca gave me like 7 kinds of filament to print with. The PLA I'm using to print household items because I've already reviewed their PLA before. It came out pretty good. This stuff is working out well, but I'm probably going to do a practical printing video and feature that filament in that. Since they were nice to send it to me and I have to print things for the house, least I can do is give them a little bit of PR for it. It's working flawlessly on the T4 Tornado is what it's been printing on lately. Things are coming out great off of that. And I'm also printing, again, started with the Filaments.ca deal there. I am printing their wood filament, but because of that thermistor issue, this vase came out crazy. It's with their wood filament. And the bottom here, close up here. Bottom is actually pretty nice. Focus, focus. I don't know if it's focused or not. The bottom is pretty good. And then all of a sudden it started just, it's not layer shift, it's just the way the fan was blowing so hard. And it's super stringy inside because my settings are not fully tuned yet. But this is just a vase I got off Thingiverse. It feels great. Really rough. I think taking a little bit of sandpaper will just nick these whips off. But the kind of the problem I'm having with that filament is it is amazingly stringy. Like here's the maker coin I just did. It is super duper stringy, as you can see in there. And I thought the retraction and everything was tuned in pretty well with that, but apparently I'm wrong. So I'm gonna continue to test and tune my settings and try and get those wisps out. I also need to greatly reduce my fan speed. It was 100% and it was really bad on the print. Now it's down, I think, 60, and it's still pretty bad. I might end up doing like 30%. The fan, the airflow from the fan on the Geeetech A10 is bar none the most powerful I've had on a printer. It's crazy strong, which is super surprising. So it cools really, really well, but with this stringy filament, not a good combination. So it is what it is on that, but I need to get that fixed tonight, which I'm going to do after I finish this, work on that, get that printing again. Oh, that's the one thing I do need to figure out, and if anybody has any suggestions, I would love to give me some links in the comments for some Thingiverse items or wherever else you guys get your 3D prints from. For these shelves, okay, these are the standard wire metal shelves, you know, nothing too fancy at all. But you can see the T4 Tornado takes up a whole thing, and then down here, gets out of the way, this takes up, like, it's close, and then down here, it's close. Dark, but it's close. I need some way to mount the filament, like hang it from here. Like this one's okay. Small printers are really not a problem, especially when they have the spool attached to them. This was on top. I moved it down here. It's working great. The problem more so is this guy. I don't have anywhere to put, like I was putting it up there, but I don't have anywhere to put it. So if I could have some way to, let me get over here. Ooh. If I could have some way to suspend the spool like this, so like right there, so it's right in line with the extruder, just hanging down from here. I could use like wire or something. Sorry if I got really loud right there. I was really close to the camera. If I had like, I could wire, but I feel like something 3D printable to like mount right here would be cool, and like get a little piece of PVC pipe or something to put it on. I don't know. But super open to suggestions on that, what you guys think, because I think I'm going to need some kind of solution, and I'd rather it not be janky. I'd rather it be kind of like cool. We'll go from there. Oh, that's the other thing. So with these shelves, the open wire is not very good for like feet. The feet just go through it, so I'm going to do a bunch of measuring and go and get some thin like 1/4 inch plywood or particle board, whatever I can find locally, and cut it to size. So I'll just cut the squares and then I'll end up just like notching the corners this way. That'll give me nice flat surfaces to put the printers on, and especially the printers that have the racket balls underneath, something for them to actually ride on and have a good solid base to them. But I'll need to do that for this whole shelf, and this whole shelf. I could actually, and I'm thinking about it, block the window, but I don't think I want to do that because I need to be able to access that to open and close it. Yeah, I just kind of want to do this little update vlog. You guys saw me when I originally was sitting here. Nothing was really in here except when I had unpacked. Now I am unpacked. I am working on new videos, getting prints done as much as I can. I'm limited with the 4 printers, and 2 of them are currently down at the moment. Only 1 will be down once I finish this, but a new hot end is on order for the Anycubic. I just bought one on Amazon. I think it was like 12 bucks. So I figured just do that and it'll plug right in instead of me buying more thermistors, cutting them down. I don't have any of my tools here, so I'm very limited. So I just bought a replacement and called it a day. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update video vlog on what's going on, how I'm going along with building my space out, and I really would appreciate any comments you guys have or suggestions on how to make such a small space. This is about 12 foot by 11 foot office, or no, it's 10 foot by 12 foot. Yeah, if you include this extra little space here, but floor space, it's almost 10 by 10 square exactly. So any suggestions on how to make the space work better for you? If you guys have small, maker spaces that you guys are working with, please give me some suggestions and I'll see what I can finagle to make this work out for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this kind of gives you a little bit of insight, a little behind the scenes on what I'm working on. And if you guys want to see a lot more behind the scene things, I am starting a after show on Patreon. It's going to be Patreon only. So I'm going to do videos. When I'm done with the video, I'm going to then cut to a Patreon video. It's only going to be like 3 to 5 minutes long. Should be pretty short. Just talk about what's going on, a little more behind the scenes, a little more intimate. I'm going to share a lot more information about me personally via Patreon. I'm limiting who I'm letting that information out to. I do not talk about where I live on YouTube as a whole. I don't talk about my job. I keep that completely separated. I will at least talk about where I live and things that are going on in the country I'm at. On Patreon, I will not be doing that to the general public for many reasons, but at least to the Patreon, it's a very small group. It's a dedicated group to people that want to see me do well with YouTube. That's why they give me money to do things, so I entrust them with some of that information. So you'll have, if you want to hear more about what I do or where I'm at and challenges that ensues with being a super nerdy dude in a country that's not so nerdy, then you guys can join me over on Patreon and get a taste of my after show. So yeah, become a Patreon if you guys want to do that. If you want to watch more of my videos, make sure you're a subscriber. If you want to support me with some affiliate linkage usage, down below you can do all that. I'll link a couple things that I'm working on here or whatever there. So thanks for watching, guys, and until the next one, happy printing!